Hello everyone, how's it going? And today I'm going to be coming back to you with another tier list video. So today, I just wanted to rank all the heroes from my personal opinion from the Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I will not be including BB-8 and BB-9 considering I don't really play those characters. I don't really know why they were added to the game. That's just my personal opinion on it. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So first off, we got Anakin. Anakin is a beast. I love him. I love playing him. And even though he got nerfed, I still think that he deserves that spot. Next, we got Boba. So Boba is a big smeg. He's annoying. What I mean by that is there's a lot of annoying players for Boba. But I still think Boba is a really good character to use once you figure out how to use him, especially in HPV. It'll really annoy the other players. And I personally don't use Boba that much, but if you know how to use him, he's a very good character to use. Next, we have Bossk. I think Bossk is really, really powerful, especially in closed spaces, because his bombs and his gases and all those will really get to you. And if you don't know how to counter him, or you're not quick enough, he will kill you. My issue with him is in open spaces. If there's a lightsaber hero and it's an open space, you're pretty much gonna die unless you have some teammates around. So that he goes in the B, but he's like on the lower end of the B. Next, Chewbacca. I really wanted to like Chewbacca. I wanted to give him a chance, but when I did, he just wasn't good. He wasn't like he used to be when the game first started, and he ended up being a really less than mediocre character, and I don't really like using him that much. He's kind of weak. Overall, once he got nerfed, that's what kind of ended the character. Next, we have Maul. Maul is very buggy. I'll say that much. I used to love being Maul all the time, but his lightsaber throw, some of the things he does, some of his abilities is laggy. I've noticed. I would say I used to put him in the A tier, but now he's going to the B tier, solely because I think he is the weakest lightsaber hero on both dark and light, because he doesn't have a lot of stamina, he doesn't have a lot of health, and he's buggy. So anyway, next we have is Vader. Vader and Anakin are really close. I'm gonna have to put Vader just a little bit behind Anakin, but it's a close one. It's very close between the two, because while Anakin, his abilities I would say is better, Vader has more stamina. Anakin's stamina isn't that well, but I think I'm just overall better with him. I'm sure a lot of people would maybe put Vader over Anakin, but in my opinion, he's just better. For my personal player usage. Anyway, on to the next one, we got Dooku. So I'm gonna put Dooku right behind Bossk. I think Dooku, he only has one good ability, let's be honest. And while if you fight him while he's in that his special ability, I think we all know which one I'm talking about. He's going to kill you, but all you have to do is easily just go away from him. You know, basically back up and try to avoid his attacks. And after that mode is done with, his ability, he's really got nothing else except like some lightning, which is very short ranged. And overall, he's a pretty decent character. But I think he could have been a lot better. So now we got Palpatine. I think Palpatine is a very interesting character, to say the least, and I think he's a very powerful one at that. I remember that one time in the Battlefront game when he got completely just all powerful, and like you could not kill him at all. If it was that Palpatine, he would be all the way up here. But considering he not got nerfed from that, which it's understandable, I'm going to be putting him in A. I think he's better than all these people in the B tier. If there were no one-on-one, and you're good, and you both are like evenly matched, I think you could beat any of these guys right here. But anyways, next we have is Finn. Finn, I've never really liked. I've never really used him that much. And when I did use him, I was a little bit more impressed. I thought maybe he'd be in the D tier. But I think he is better than Chewbacca. I think he has better abilities than Chewbacca. And I think if these guys faced, Finn would win. Overall, I don't think much of him still. I'm not impressed. Let's move on. General Grievous. At first, he is still a little bit buggy, some of his abilities. But honestly, I love playing him. I've been leveling him up recently, and I think when it first came out, he's really buggy. I'd probably put him in the dang C tier, but considering that got fixed, he got fixed. I love playing him. I think he goes all the way up into the S tier. I don't think he's better than Anakin or Vader, but I still think he's a very good character to be and very fun at that. Alright, next we have Han Solo. I think Han Solo is probably better than all these characters right here. I think he's the best blaster hero in the game. I like his abilities. I think he's a very strong character. And you know those Han Solo users that have perfected and played this character so much to where they could probably even be sometimes Vader or Anakin. Like, it's crazy how good Han is. I don't think as a character he's better than any of these, but he could very well be any of these characters in the right hands. And I'm sure all of you guys have met that one Han user that's just really good and really powerful. Anyways, next here we have Iden. I think Iden is also very strong. I think she isn't as good as Boba or Han though, but I do think she's better than Bosk, Count Dooku, Maul, and these other two down here. At first, I was thinking of putting her in the C, but then I was like, I should play her again. And I was thoroughly surprised about how good of a character she was and how powerful she was. I was surprised. I was like, wow, she's actually pretty strong, and her build is actually pretty good. And I got first place or something. She's not a bad character to use. She's actually really good, especially once, I don't know, I guess they made her better or something, but I think she's better than any of these characters down here. Next we have Kylo Ren. I've always loved being Kylo, and I think he's not as good as these, but I still think he's very strong. He could beat Palpatine, Han, any of these others. I think that Kylo Ren, he has a lot of skins too. I like using a lot of his skins. I think they're really fun to use. I think he's a really fun character. I think he's very close with General Grievous. Like, they're very close on strength. Anyway, Lando. Lando, as everyone likes to call him now. I think he's a little bit weaker than Finn. Again, I don't really care for Han. Not Han, what am I saying? I don't really care for Lando. He's an alright character, but overall, I don't really use him. He's not, I don't know, not anything special. Leia. This pains me. I think she has probably the best skins in the game, but I think she's the worst character. Excluding BB9 and BB8. She's just really weak, alright? I know some of her abilities are cool, and she has the shield, but she's really weak. I think she's probably, she is weaker than Chewbacca. I don't know, man. I wish before the end of the game they made her stronger, but that's how it goes. Anyway, next we have is Luke, and I think Luke goes right here. Luke is really strong, and he's really cool, and he's like Boba in a sense. There is annoying Luke users that just spam, like crazy spam. But if you don't spam and you know how to use use him right, he's really good. I don't think he's as strong as Vader though. I've been Luke, and whenever I face Vader, I usually end up losing. So I think Luke is kind of weaker than Anakin and Vader. But I mean, again, it's not saying that he can't you know, he can't beat them. It's just I think as a character he's a little bit weaker, but I do think he's stronger than the other ones. Anyway, next, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan right here. I think Obi-Wan's also a very fun character to use. He used to be weaker, just like General Grievous when they both came out. I think they both were weak. They weren't that good, but I think they're stronger. They're fun to use, and I think I've been using Obi-Wan and General Grievous a lot to up their levels, and I've been having fun with them. Obi-Wan, I definitely think that he could beat any of these characters in B any day. He's very fun to use. And anyway, yeah. Next we have is Phasma. A lot of people might hate me. Phasma is annoying. I don't like using Phasma at all. She just camps. I personally am not that type of player that just camps and sits around. She's really annoying. If she didn't have that one, like, Sentinel droid, she wouldn't be powerful much at all. She'd only be a little bit stronger than these two characters. I think on strength level, she probably would definitely beat Finn and Lando, but I personally just don't like her. Alright, we're down to the final two, and that includes my whole ranking. And we have Rey, which I think goes right behind Palpatine. I think Rey's very strong. I think she used to be maybe up in the S, but I think she kind of lowered down once Anakin came out and General Grievous and all that. I think, and then when Palpatine got better, I think she just kind of lowered. And that's not to say she's bad. I think she's really good. I think her mind trick control is still really powerful. I always hate whenever that's used against me. But yeah, Rey, I think she's fun to use, and she is one of the stronger lightsaber heroes, but I just don't think she's better than any of the ones in the S or Palpatine. I think it's close between Palpatine and her, though. Anyway, lastly, we have our little green friend, which I'm going to put right here at A, right behind Han. I think Yoda is... I used to not like him that much, but I think that he's very... like a big healer, very defensive, like, you know, supporter of the teams. I think that he could beat anyone in the B, but I think he is a weaker lightsaber hero when it comes to terms of like Anakin or Luke or Rey or Obi-Wan. But then when it comes to like, you know, Count Dooku and Maul, I think that he could take the cake on them any day. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you disagree with my list, just tell me in the comment section down below what's your list. And if you agree, that's cool. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I know a lot of you were asking for another tier list video, so here it is. And with that being said, this is the Entertainment Crew, signing out.